Today I'm going to try and solve, I forgot the name. This is a GIGAMINX, this is a MEGAMINX, and this is a GIGAMINX. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the naming doesn't make sense. But what makes even less sense? Pyraminx. What does minx even mean? Okay, I don't know much about this puzzle. I've never solved it before, but what I do know is it really resembles a 5x5, so I think I can just solve it that way. What you do in 5x5 or any big cube is you get all the centers together, then you get 3 edges here together, and the corners can just stay alone, and then what happens is you have a 3x3. So this can be solved with the cross and so on, the same way as a 3x3. So I'm gonna try and solve this the same way, which is just gonna be by making the centers like this, and then making the edge pairs, and then solving it like a 3x3, which is a MEGAMINX. Okay, let's start. I'm gonna start with white. I already see this pattern. I recognize this pattern from 5x5. You wanna pair the corner with an edge, and then come down. Wow, okay. Looks like my 5x5 techniques are just straight up gonna work. I hope they all work, but it seems like the first one I tried worked. So here's a corner and edge center pair. And let me just put that together here. It looks like I'm not gonna be able to just make bars of 3 at once because this isn't a square, but I can make bars of 2, and the last one will be a bar of 3. So I think that'll work. Okay, finding pieces is gonna be the worst part. Okay, so here's white and white. I think what I can do is get this bar out, because I don't need that bar until the end. So put this one in. Okay, now I need one of these two or one of these two, then I can put this one in. So let me find them. There they are. Let's pair them together. All right, then join these. And lastly, join this bar I've been saving. Great, there's the white center. Looking like a little MEGAMINX with horns and a tail. What am I doing? Let's do red. There's that, that's great. 2 more pieces up here. I can join them up and move them down. More here, join them like that, and then now I need that last bar. Okay, so far, super smooth sailing. This is actually easier than I thought it would be, because my first thought, like my initial plan, just completely works. And that is not always something that happens when I try a new puzzle. Usually, my initial plan is not what works, unless I'm trying to solve a clock. Then everything works. Next is green. So again, a 5x5 pattern. I have a block here, well, a single bar of 2, and I can put the last edge right there. There's a green up here. Then I can join that green like this. And then there's my little, I want to call it a square, but actually it looks like a bear paw. That's kind of funny. Ooh, let's do something cool. Let's pair up 2 greens at once. Let's go. And then these 2 and the whatever. Oh no, sometimes it just doesn't turn. All right, now I need 1 more bar for green. Let's go hunting for pieces. Oh, that was easy. 2 of them were already together. And just have to be careful not to mess anything else up. Oh, no, I can't put it in like that. Gotta do this thing where I lift up the red, then put green on top of it. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna go through the rest of the centers, I guess. It seems like it'll be pretty straightforward. All right, I have made all of the centers around white. So that is blue, red, green, purple, yellow. I could move on to the other centers, but I actually have, I've never solved this puzzle before, but I have attempted something similar. So at the last competition I went to, oh wow, that was a long time ago. Yeah, so at the last competition I went to almost a year ago, I stayed at my friend Matthew's place and he had one of these puzzles on display. Now I don't know if it was a GIGAMINX, it may have been bigger, like a TerraMinx, but I sat there for a while trying to solve it and it took forever, so I kind of gave up because I had to go to bed. The competition was the next day. Somebody there told me that I should actually do edge pairing, some of the edge pairing, before I finish off the centers, and that's just because it makes it easier. So I'm gonna try doing that. So I never got around to solving that puzzle, but now I can make it right. So how this works is I can move the top around pretty freely because there are no made centers up here, and if I make the centers, it's just gonna add so many more moves. Here's an example. So white and purple, I'm gonna get them across from each other and then put them together. All right, so if the centers were made, that move would have destroyed all the other centers. And so what I would have to do is move it to the top, replace it with something, put it back down, and then restore all the centers. And that is just such a pain. So that's why this is better. Whoever told me, thank you, because you're gonna save me so much time. Where's the other white purple? Oh, there it is. On 3x3, I'm pretty good at like looking in a bunch of places and knowing if I've looked everywhere. Let's flip that. But here, sometimes I don't even know if I've looked everywhere because I'm not really good at like doing a quick full scan of the whole thing. Now I think I can just put this, let's just make the cross. Let's say I'm doing the Xiao method. This yellow, white, I could probably just like do that. Yeah, that gets them together. Ooh, and white, red. There's some look ahead. Wow, lucky. Then I can attach it here. There's my white, red. Can I get another white, red? I'm at the point where I probably already passed by it. Oh, there it is. Okay. It had to be right in front of me for me to see it. I'm gonna do a slice, flip, slice case. Let's see. So I can do this, slice it into the correct spot, and then flip one of these. Oh, quick way to flip. Yes. Nice, I'm being efficient. That's the most important thing. Actually, yeah, it's really important for me to be efficient because I can't do moves quickly. So I can't just spam turns like I do on like 5x5. I have to actually think really hard about my moves and make sure I'm confident that it's going to be the best moves. So there's white, green, focusing more on what I find rather than what is necessarily optimal, because that's also very important. No, okay, this is, I never thought about this. This white, blue, going with this, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get it in the right layer, you know, under the two above it, and then slice over. But that's not possible because the layers aren't parallel. I think I can just turn them both twice, like that, and like that, flip them both. There we go. There's blue. Why are all these corners solved? What the? Okay, I guess I'm making a first layer. All right, I need my white, green. Yeah, I was gonna put them down like this, but you can't do that. You kind of can, but no. I'm gonna keep it simple. Put it there, put this one here, slice them together. Yeah, this is, wow, the corner just paired up again. That's so weird. Why don't we just save that corner? Yeah, that's kind of funny. Just by chance, like 4 out of the 5 corners solved. You know what, why don't I just finish the first 2 layers? So what I'm gonna do is search specifically for F2L pieces here and then pair those together. So here's blue, red. This is probably not the most efficient. I should probably just go for the first thing I see, but no, this is what I'm doing. So I've gotten pretty comfortable with this. I can even look ahead. There's the other blue, red. I can't insert it down here. This is just like 5x5 habits, but I can flip this one because I always need that top spot open. All right, this is pretty smooth sailing from here, and I can probably even keyhole it into the right spot. I'm so bad at maneuvering the edges, but there we go. So I can move it into here. Oh, there's no keyhole. Okay, just solve that edge, and then you'll see at the next one. Yellow, purple. Wow, I'm getting so good at finding pieces, and I'm getting pretty comfortable with this edge pairing style as well. Okay, so now I need this yellow, purple here, but the corner is gonna get unsolved, so I can just move the unsolved corner there. Keyhole. Big brain, high IQ plays. And there it is, blue, yellow. Okay, then I can put it in its spot, but pair it with this corner as well for a nice pseudo slot / keyhole. And there's F2L, nice. I wasn't actually planning on this. I was just gonna make 10 edges in here and then just do F2L later. But with all the corners that completed itself, I figured I might as well. Next, I'm going to go on to the final centers. And I believe for the most part, this should actually just be very easy. So let's do pink, like that. I also noticed that bar, so that's pretty lucky. Let's get these 2 together and put them in. There's 2 more. Wow, this is a very lucky pink center. But I guess I'm doing so many steps, something's gotta get lucky. Oh, nice, a full bar. Probably do some 5x5 stuff with that. So let's make a T. And then insert an edge like that and align it. Wow, okay, so like all the 5x5 techniques work. That's pretty crazy. Let's get this one in, and then this, and that. Like that, and then add this one, and put it over here. All right, lightning fast. Blue, or light blue, I should say, and then there's these. Okay, I feel like, wow, more bars. I feel like I'm getting really lucky, but I don't know if this is normal because I've only done one solve. So this might just be like what happens every single time. Put it in here. No, I messed up the pink and the beige. Talking about how lucky I am. No skill included. Next is orange. Ooh, I got a lot of stuff here again. Let's do that. And then do that. The fish shape, that's nice because I can just combine the corner with an edge. This is literally like all 5x5 techniques. Like I'm not using any GIGAMINX specific techniques. I pretty much know how to do everything already. I'm surprised by how similar this is to 5x5. Like, see this shape? I already know what to do. You just, hang on, I'm trying to preserve the stuff on top while I do this. Let's just do that. Take these two and hide them away like that, and then reorient this one so that they now come back to a solved block. No, you can't do that because there's pink over there. Okay, I guess I could just do them like one at a time. So I'll do like this little block first. Can't turn. And ooh, a little claw shape. But that's not important. And like that. Holy. Whoa, what a pro. That was really fast. Amazing. I've done F2L and the centers. All right, now I have to do the rest of the edge pairing, which I've already done once, so there really shouldn't be any complications until maybe the very end, just with like parity and stuff, but I don't even know if that's possible. But, you know, let's take it one step at a time. Let's get the green and beige. So, okay, now this is what I was talking about earlier. Once you pair them together, you actually have to take it out and replace it with something unsolved. For example, this one, and then slice the center back. Ooh, that's cool. I paired that one. So think about how many times I'd have to like take out and put back in, how many times I would have to do that earlier if I had made all the centers already. So that actually saved so many moves, which is great because I can't turn on this. Once I make something, I probably just want to like move it down to the bottom. Can I get a purple light blue? Why is finding pieces so hard? There it is. This is a pattern I see on 5x5 that's great, where these two just join in with this one at the same time, but you cannot just do a slice move and push it there. There's no such thing. So I'll have to do these one at a time. Wait. Let's flip this. Slice back, flip this one. I'll just do the regular flipping Alec. And go back. Wow, so smart, I've made it. Let's put it in the bottom. Okay, lots of progress has been made. I actually made all the edges except for these two slots here and everything on top. Well, I did solve one on top. But once there's two slots at the top remaining, this is actually really good because now I can do cycles. For example, I can get this gray pink right here, pair this gray pink with it, and then now when I slice back, instead of moving something random in here, I can move, for example, this green light blue so that it pairs. So let me just show you. It goes together and then pairs when it goes back. That's pretty much the main big cubes technique for like the last few edges. So here's it again, pink and gray, put them together. And I noticed that there's gray green right here. So I could put this gray green here. And I also noticed that this is beige pink, which goes away. So either way it would work. I'm just gonna do the beige pink just as an example. So like that. And then when I come back, then these two are now solved. All right, yes. So I was anticipating parity may not be possible, but I wasn't entirely sure. It looks like I didn't get parity. So what I'm gonna do here is one remaining 3 cycle. So I'm going to get the pink green together and the beige pink left there. So I'm going to get the beige pink to replace it here and then go back, and this one's solved as well. So there we go. All of the edges Is it even possible to have any parity situation from here? I don't think so, because I did a calculation with GIGAMINX, just the way it swaps pieces, and I'm pretty sure there shouldn't be parity, but I'm not 100% sure. It's just my gut instinct. And my gut instinct told me to solve this exactly like a 5x5, and that worked wonders, so here we are. Oh yeah, I should explain what I'm doing. Around all the colors around white, so yellow all the way to purple, I'm going to make their stars as well. Right, I shouldn't call this a cross, it's called a star on a GIGAMINX or GIGAMINX. Then here are F2L slots, or in this case not F2L, but S2L. So instead of first 2 layers, it's second 2 layers. What a great naming scheme. Yeah, so what I'm just gonna do is solve these pairs, and then once I'm done, then, well, I guess you'll see what happens next. So here's the green-blue pair. Just kidding. There's the green-blue pair, and it goes in here. Now I need the orange and purple pair, and then put it over here. Now, once that's done, then I move on to the blue star. So there's only one star piece remaining for it. That is over here. I do like triple moves so often, and it's not necessary because 3 moves one way is the same as 2 moves the other way, but I always can't figure out which way I'm supposed to go just on instinct. So I very frequently go in the opposite direction and just waste moves, which is really bad on this cube because it's really hard to turn. All right, there's the blue S2L, or the blue portion of S2L, and then I move on to red, and same thing. And my last portion of S2L is green and purple. Now, this part's actually a little bit different, so let me show you what I mean. I could solve the purple star, but when you do that, you get this really hidden in pair. So I'd have to get a pair past here and also into here. So that doesn't really work, and what I do instead is just move this over to green and solve this purple pair. So this is gonna be the purple and green pair. So that's this one and this one. So then I pair them up like that, and then insert it like that. Then these are just 2 normal S2L slots. So I can do orange, blue, and this one. Okay, so cool, I get an edge orientation skip if I do this. And let's see, what do I have? Of course, I don't know the case. I don't know any cases. Fiddle around with the top. Yeah, so we got 2 solved edges and 3 not solved. So what I can do is a T-perm or J-perm. I know it should be a J-perm here, but I cannot remember where I'm supposed to hold it. Here would make sense. Let me just try it. Uh-oh, I don't think it's gonna work. Whatever, I have 2 opposites solved edges now. Now I can do a T-perm from here. And I may have to do it twice. I used to memorize if I go forwards or backwards for the T-perm to avoid doing it twice, but looks like I'm doing it once. Then in the next step, I orient all the corners. So this one just happens to be solved. So this is just using like 3x3 beginner method, corner orientation at the end of the solve. Okay, this is really hard to turn, and pretty much only my pinky is like holding the entire thing, and I'm getting very tired. The next part is to get all of these corners in the right spot, and then I am done. Hope there's no like parity situation that I just didn't see, but I really doubt it. So I get this one out and move it into its correct spot with the reverse moves. And then this is green and pink, so green and pink is right here. Put this one in. This one is not gray, so I'll go take a different gray one out. So I'm just doing the same 3 moves forwards and reverse while switching up the D moves I do in between to get these gray pieces where I want them. And then this is beige and pink, that's the last one. Looks like I am done. Yes, I solved the GIGAMINX. That was pain, like literally pain. Ugh. You know, like when you're exercising or playing sports and you don't realize how hard you push yourself until you're almost done or you are done, and then your body was like, yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Well, my fingers holding the cube like this was definitely not my smartest decision. I keep calling it a cube. This is a minx. What is a minx? This was actually one of the easier puzzles that I had to do for a challenge. I was actually really surprised by the fact that like with 5x5 and GIGAMINX knowledge together, this really provides nothing new at all. Besides, of course, muscle fatigue. I guess the only one that compares is clock, which was also really easy. Square one was probably the hardest one, where I had to dig deep into my soul for a solution I didn't know was there. And 8x8 to 4x4 to 2x2 to 1x1 reduction was actually just like pure torture for the sake of it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.